High five. Good boy. Let's see. Do you do paw? No? All right. Good girl. Good girl. Hi, friends. My name is Bill Evertsberg, and I'm one of the ministers at Kenilworth Union Church, and this is Doogie, my assistant minister, and I have some wonderful guests here today. This is Dana and Laura and Lexi Cannell. Lexi is a good friend of Doogie. We have play dates once in a while. Now, Laura and Dana, the three of us, along with my wife Kathy, have been good friends almost since I arrived here. So you are my good friends, and I'm not unprejudiced, but I feel so fortunate to have exactly the two of you chairing our new Racial Justice Commission. And so, all modesty aside, tell Kenilworth Union Church why I'm so delighted to have precisely you doing this job. Tell us about your family.
That was one of the questions.
Tell us about your family and your professional backgrounds. That's what I'm talking about. It's your professional backgrounds that make me so excited about this.
All right, well, I'll go first. I'm a physical therapist. I've been a physical therapist my whole career, and I love what I do. And I also love that we have 3 daughters and 2 son-in-laws, and one daughter has a fiance. Our oldest daughter, Sarah, is married to Will, and they live in Colorado and have a 4-year-old boy and a almost 2-year-old boy. And our middle daughter, Lindsay, is married to Bill, and Bill married them, and they have a 14-month-old little boy. And our youngest daughter, Jane, is engaged to Brett, and they're trying to figure out how to get married during COVID.
Wow.
So that's up in the air.
Tricky. I know all about that.
Love them all.
So I am wrapping up 38 years as a labor and employment lawyer in January. Looking forward to retirement after that. And one fact that our viewers may not know is that Laura and I were married on July 3rd, 1981, which was exactly 1 week, I believe, after you and Kathy.
That's correct. Yes, I never thought about that.
Wedding if we'd known you then.
And so, Laura and Dana, it's that combination of your career in medicine and in law, especially labor law, that makes me excited to have you in charge of the Racial Justice Commission. So tell us how that got started and tell us about the mission.
Well, you called Dana and asked him if he would head it, and after he hung up with the conversation with you and told me about it, I was like, well, I want to do that. So I guess he called you back and said, can we be co-chairs? So I'm grateful that I was able to weasel my way into being a co-chair, and we're looking forward to the work of the
And obviously the timing of this is that it follows the death of George Floyd in the summer of this year, or actually in May of this year, and a lot of appropriate attention on that topic, and something that we're excited to work with the church on.
Thanks, Dana and Laura. Yeah. And now, just to tell the congregation, Dana is also a new trustee in her capacity as co-chair.
Laura.
Did I say Dana? Sorry.
It's okay.
Okay, come here,
Slow him
buddy.
down a little bit.
So Laura is going to be a trustee on our board as the co-chair of the Racial Justice Commission. So that's important to know. Some of us were so devastated by what happened to George Floyd on, I think it was May 25 this year, and you are helping us to make a small response to that event in the life of America. So Laura and Dana, tell us what the mission is. What do you hope to accomplish with the Racial Justice Commission?
I think, Bill, we can start with we have a mission statement. Our foundational scripture, I think, is also foundational scripture for the church. And I think it's Micah 6:8, which is do justice, love kindness, and walk humbly with the Lord our God. So we really kind of start there. And then, Laura, you want to pick up on
And then we have 3 points that we'll address. The first one is education awareness, and that's the first thing that we'll be focusing on. We're going to have a program November 9th that Bill is going to be hosting with a poem by Sally Campbell called
Whose Bootstraps?
Whose Bootstraps, and we're going to be unrolling part of the website that focuses on our committee that will have a copy of that poem and a lot of other information and interesting videos and podcasts. We'll have a fact that will change every week. We'll have a copy of our mission statement. We'll have a video or a podcast or an article that'll change every month, and we hope that it'll be something that people will want to, check in on and discuss with their families and their friends.
And the rest of our mission statement has to do with building bridges, both to African American Christian communities and also to other local houses of worship that are interested in the same idea and this work. And Laura's already been in contact with a number of churches that are doing very similar things. And then finally, the final guiding principle of the three is action and justice. And it's not easy to do in COVID, but we'll certainly be looking for opportunities for people in the church, including us, to put our faith into action.
So you're using this downtime of sheltering in place to prepare for a time when we can go more out into the community and work for justice and peace with our fellow Christians and Jews and Muslims in the area. There's actually quite a robust movement for racial justice in this very homogenous community.
Absolutely.
And Laura and Dana are going to help us build those bridges with others, Christians doing that kind of work in the community. We're not going to reinvent the wheel, is what I'm trying to say.
Bill, can we mention the rest of our committee?
Yes,
they've really
please.
they are terrific.
Oh, man.
Laura, you want to name them?
Sally Campbell, Diane Rand, Scott Myers, Henry White, Tommy McTamney, Michael Hollings, and Susan Bondrat.
Yeah,
And
well
they're
done.
all spectacular. They've been really active. We're so happy to have them working with us.
And you guys are the recruiters.
Yes, and you're on our committee.
Yeah, I'm kind of ex officio, but you guys have been delegating the work, and it's been beautiful. 2 of your members are compiling an impressive list of resources.
Absolutely.
So we're hard at work. Watch for our enterprises and endeavors in the future. And Dana and Laura, thank you so much to you, to your children and your grandchildren for spearheading this effort. I'm talking about your grandchildren and children loaning you to Kenilworth Union for a while. So we're grateful for all of that. So this is Dana and Laura's backyard. Thanks for hosting the 5 of us, plus Matt, our videographer. God bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you.